to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out my video. So this is going to be part 2 in my series of treating you like a 5-year-old. Now, I know that sounds kind of harsh, but the point is, I know a lot of people that just don't have fundamental education on nutrition. And a lot of times you're either too scared to ask, or maybe you just assume, you know, just take someone else's word for it just because they might be in good shape. So we want to kill that. We want to take some basic science, break it down in a way that anybody can understand, because I know that a lot of us nutrition nerds and training nerds can kind of talk over people's heads, and I hate that. Even for me, sometimes I'm like, time out, bro. I ain't read any of that. Let's rewind it. So let's jump right in. So this particular video is going to be covering calories in versus calories out. So it's a basic fundamental idea. And I'm going to use a few examples. One, Weight Watchers, right? I have a lot of lady followers, and because of my body's telling me that follow me, I know that Weight Watchers has been predominantly like a thing that majority has been more of a female-dominated diet fad, right? The reason why I want to use that is their philosophy is pretty fundamental, right? So if you have a certain body weight, you have a certain target, certain amount of calories is what you expend each day, meaning your body is going through this much based upon your weight, age, and some other basic fundamental information. And as long as you are in a deficit, then you will lose weight. This is true. So a lot of times, you know, metabolism is going to play different factors and all these things. But from a baseline level, what you do need to know is if you burn more calories than you take in, you will lose weight. Now, what's important? Most of us don't want to just lose weight to lose weight. And maybe I need to be more clear about that. What I'm saying is, if I were to lose 10 pounds and 8 of it to be muscle and 2 of it to be fat, as opposed to 8 of it to be fat and 2 of it to be muscle, I would look completely different with that same weight loss, right? And I think that most people, male or female, your objective is to look as toned and sexy as you can, right? It's not just to lose weight, just to lose weight. No one wants to be what I call skinny fat. So, all right, so for those of you that don't want to be skinny fat, this is what you need to pay attention to. Number 1, calories in, calories out. If you're not working out at all, and if you're not watching your protein and you are in a reduction, you will lose weight. Now, how much of that is going to come from where? And that's what I'm going to cover. 60% roughly of what you lose is going to come from fat, and 40% is going to be lean body mass. Now, what's lean body mass mean? That doesn't necessarily mean muscle. It also means water, right? Because our muscles are made up primarily of water, for those of you that don't know that. So when you lose that weight, it's not going to look as good as someone who, on the other hand, if they watch their protein intake, right? So that's where macros come into play. And I'm still going to do my video on macros so that you guys have a better understanding of what macros are and micros are. But really, all that means is make sure you keep your protein content higher than normal, something that's going to support you being able to hang on to muscle, even if you're not working out. You still got some muscle in there, right? So you want to be able to hang into that. Why? Because that shift goes up about 20%. So the weight that you lose, 80% is fat mass and 20% is the lean mass. Now, let's take it a step further, especially for those people that haven't really been training, or you're kind of lightly trained and you're not that far advanced. If you add in weight training and you add in a high protein diet, then you're losing almost all of your weight from fat mass, which is the objective, right? Now, when you get super, super lean, shredded, dry, ripped, whatever you want to call it, then at that point, you're definitely going to start compromising muscle, because the further you go, the more your body's going to resist. But for the majority of you out there, average folks, people that I like to train, I'm not really big into training my fellow competitors. It's not really my passion. I want to help all of you little folks out there that just trying to make it happen. Just trying to, as one of my favorite things, I'm just trying to lose this gut right here. You know what I mean? People have heard say that to me. But guess what? We can do that, right? We can make that happen. But the best way to do it is high protein diet, consistent weight training. When you just start reducing calories, not paying attention to what exactly you're eating, you're going to lose weight, but you're not going to lose the kind of weight that would be ideal. When you start adding in the protein, boom, you take it up a notch. You start adding the training, boom, you take it up a notch. So for those of you that are interested in more information, hit me up. Still, of course, always offering my coaching services. And for those of you that just got any other random questions, slide them in the comments. If you liked the video, if you learned something, let me know. If not, then just keep it to yourself. Anyways, keep grinding, keep training. I'll talk to y'all next time.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.